Blaze and the Monster Machines. Vroom! Blaze raced across the countryside. "Let's head for that hill, Blaze. I bet it would make an awesome jump," said AJ. He was Blaze's best friend and the best driver a monster machine could have. "Give me some speed," Blaze cheered. AJ pressed the pedal. They raced up the hill and shot into the air. Blaze and AJ landed in Axle City. "Hubcaps, I've never seen so many monster machines," Blaze said. "They're all driving to the Monster Dome to see the big championship race." "Let's go get a closer look," said AJ. Inside the Monster Dome, Blaze and AJ met Gabby. "I'm a mechanic," she said. "I fix all the monster machines. Would you like to meet some of the racers?" Blaze and AJ met Stripes, the tiger truck. He had special claws on his tires that made him great at climbing. They met Starla, a cowgirl truck who could do rope tricks. They met Darrington, the amazing stunt truck, and Zeg, the dinosaur truck who loved to smash and bash. "Out of my way! Me first! Me first!" said a big truck as he passed past the others. "His name is Crusher," Gabby said. "He thinks he's the best racer ever." A small truck named Pickle pulled up next to Crusher. "I cannot wait to see who will win the big race," Pickle said. "It could be anyone." "No, Pickle, it's going to be me, me," announced Crusher. Then he whispered to himself, "Because I'm going to cheat." A hatch on Crusher's side opened, and his trouble bubble wand popped out. He blew big bubbles that captured Darrington, Starla, Stripes, Zeg, and even Blaze. They began to float away. The bubbles floated across the countryside. When Blaze's bubble finally popped, he landed in the Badlands, far from Axle City. Stripes landed nearby, but he was stuck in some vines hanging from a cliff. "Gaskets!" Blaze exclaimed. "We have to get to Stripes fast." Blaze saw some rocks were shaped like ramps. He and AJ jumped from one to the other. The steeper the ramp, the higher they went. Finally, they reached the top and saved Stripes. As the trucks rode through a forest, grizzly trucks started to chase them. They had to escape, but the only way out was cut off by a river. Blaze thought for a moment. "To get across, we need something we can float on." The trucks found a rock and a piece of wood and pushed them into the water. The rock sank right away. "But the wood is floating," Blaze said. "We can get across on it." The trucks jumped onto the wood and floated to the other side of the river. The trucks sped along a snowy mountainside. They saw Zeg just as his bubble popped. He fell to the ground and tumbled down a steep, icy hill. "Let's blaze!" shout AJ and Blaze. They raced down the hill and caught Zeg at the edge of the cliff with Blaze's tow hook. "Zeg so happy," Zeg cheered. "Blaze save Zeg." There was one last monster machine to find. The trucks drove through a cave and found Starla at the bottom of a hole. "We'll get you out," Blaze shouted down to her. Luckily, 2 buckets were hanging from a pulley nearby. Starla climbed into the lower bucket. The trucks filled the other bucket with heavy things. Then their bucket grew heavier than Starla's. It went down, and Starla's bucket rose up and out of the hole. The truck zoomed back to the Monster Dome. They arrived just as the race was about to start. "Good luck out there," Blaze said. "You should be in the race too," Stripes said. Blaze was amazed. "You really want me to race with yous?" "Blaze friend," Zeg said. "All right," Blaze cheered. "AJ and I will do it together." "And they're off," said the Bumper Man, the announcer. The monster machines revved and roared and raced around the track. But Crusher didn't want anyone else to win. One by one he tried to knock the other racers out of his way. But there was one racer he couldn't get past. "Let's blaze!" Blaze accelerated and sped across the finish line. "We won!" AJ cheered. "No, it's not fair!" Crusher whined. "I wanted to win! Me, me, me!" "Blaze, you're the Monster Machine World Championship," Bumperman said. "What will you do next?" "I'd like to hang out with my new friends," Blaze said. The monster machines cheered as they took a victory lap around the track with their new friend, Blaze. The end.